Hello, dear students. Today we are going to learn what do you mean by potable waters. The potable water also called as a drinking water because the water which is suitable for drinking purposes is called as a potable waters. Then what are the characteristics required for to drink the water or as a potable water? The following characteristics. The first, the water should be clear, colorless and odorless. मीन्स तो पूर्णपणे कलरलेस असणं गरजेचं आहे. ओडरलेस म्हणजे स्मेल आला नाही पाहिजे. सेकंड, इट शुड बी प्लेजंट इन टेस्ट, चवदार असला पाहिजे. इट शुड बी सॉफ्ट, सॉफ्ट म्हणजे इट शुड बी फ्री फ्रॉम द कॅल्शियम अँड मॅग्नेशियम सॉल्ट. फोर्थ, इट शुड बी फ्री फ्रॉम पॅथोजेनिक बॅक्टेरिया, मीन्स डिसीज प्रोड्युसिंग बॅक्टेरियापासून तो फ्री असला पाहिजे. फिफ्थ, द टर्बिडिटी शुड not more than 10 ppm and dissolved solid should not be more than 50 ppms. This is a requirements. As you know, in the surface water there are different contaminations, that is impurities present in drinking water, such as suspended, dissolved impurities, biological impurities, that is presence of germs or bacteria along with the colloidal particles are there. And these different types of impurities we can be removed by the different methods, that is called as a water treatment process. Means whatever the impurities presents, these impurities are removed by the following different method. The first one is a screening is there. Second, sedimentation. Third, coagulation. Fourth, filtration. And last one is a sterilization process. Now let's know about the first method, that is known as a screenings. Screening is the method useful for removing the mostly floated or suspended impurities such as leaves, organic matters, clays, muds, etc. In this method, or it consists a large screen having the number of pores. When a fresh water which is to be flow on that screens, the all suspended particles are there lags behind, or they are present on the screens and water get percolated in such a way that floating impurities are removed by screening methods. Now let's know about the second method, that is known as the sedimentation methods. The sedimentation is nothing but settle downs. Whatever the suspended particles are there, they have to be removed by with the help of gravity. Means it is a process of removing the suspended impurities from waters. It consists of large rectangular tanks. In these tanks, first of all, we had to be store that drinking waters for 24 hours without disturbance. म्हणजे 24 तास तो विदाउट डिस्टर्बन्स पाणी ठेवायचं आहे, साठवून करायचं आहे. त्यानंतर काय होतं, जे का पार्टिकल्स असतात, ऑल दीज पार्टिकल्स आर स्लोली सेटल डाऊन ड्यू टू द force of gravity. In such a way that the suspended particles are removed by the sedimentation process. Now third method, that is known as coagulation methods. Coagulation is one of the method in which certain chemicals are added to remove the fine particle like colloidal particle from the waters, and these chemicals known as coagulants. For example, the alum is there, ferrous sulfate is there. The chemical formula of the alum is Al2SO4 thrice dot K2SO4 dot 24H2O. This 24H2O is the water of crystallizations. And second, ferrous sulfate, that is FeSO4 dot 7H2O. These two chemicals are used as a coagulants, and these coagulants provide the positive or negative ions in that solutions. So these particles are react with colloidal particles, so that colloidal particles become bigger in size, that is called as a flux, and due to the increasing the size, they can be easily removed by the again sedimentation process, because the colloidal particles are not settled down and they are charged particles, so it's very difficult to remove by the sedimentation process. But with the help of coagulation process, yes, we can be removed easily. Okay, now let's know about the next step, that is known as next process, that is called as a filtrations. In our syllabus there are two types of filtrations are involved, that is one is a gravity sand filtration and pressure filter. The filtration is a process in which all different types of the impurities like the suspended, insoluble colloidal particles, biological impurities like bacteria, germs can be filtered by passing through the filter beds, what to be called as. That can be done by the two different ways. One is called as a gravity sand filter and other is called as a pressure filter. In case of the gravity sand filter, it consists of large rectangular tank. There is a channels of bricks through which the filter water goes out. Over these channels, layers of fine gravels at about the 30 centimeter thickness, and above that there is a coarse sand at about the 20 centimeter thickness, and above that the layer of the fine sand about the 50 centimeter thickness, which is placed over. When the sedimented waters, means the above water which is passed through sand filter from the top, the water percolate through the sand beds, so the fine particles, most of the germs are retained by the top sand layers. The clean filter water is collected under the drain of channels where the water is to be drawn out. Now second type of the filter, that is called as a pressure filter. This pressure filter is commonly used in the small scales and it consists of cylindrical vertical steel tank containing the three layers of filtering media, one above the others. The first, that is called as a pebbles, also called as gravels, coarse sands layer and fine sands. In the case of pressure filter, water under the pressure is forced up from the tank, which remove the matter has clogged the sand force. The back wash water is then allowed to go to the drains. Nowadays compressed air is used to agitate sand before the back washings. Last one is that is sterilization process. Water after passing through sedimentation, coagulation, filtration process or operations, the water contains small percentage of pathogenic, that is disease producing bacteria are present, and these bacteria which produce the typhoid like diseases, cholera like diseases or any other type of the diseases. That's why it is necessary to sterilize them or to kill them or to stop the growth of bacteria. This process called as a sterilizations or also called as a disinfections. The chemicals that's used for sterilizations known as a sterilizers. The following there are different methods are used. The first one is called as a boiling method is there. Second, chlorination is there. Third, ozonations. Fourth, aerations. And last one is by using ultravalent rays. Let's know the first type, that is a boiling process. Boiling is the method which is used to kill the all different types of germs present in the waters. And this method is commonly used in the household purposes and it is not useful in the municipal corporation because it's very expensive. And let's Now the second types, that is known as chlorinations. Yes, chlorination is commonly used in the municipal corporation process because that can be done by the following different ways: by using the chlorine gas, or by adding the bleaching powder in that water, or by using the chloramines. Now let's know the first, that is by using the chlorine gas. All of you know the chlorine gas directly were used for sterilizing of municipal water supply. That chlorine react direct with water H2O to form HOCl, that is called as a hypochlorous acid plus HCl. Now these hypochlorous acids again decomposes because they are unstable to produce the HCl plus O that I shown in the bracket, that is called as nascent oxygens. The nascent oxygens has ability to kill the bacteria or oxidize the bacteria in such a way that yes, chlorination can be done by using the chlorine gas. Now it can be done by addition of bleaching powder in waters. In practice, about the 1 kg of bleaching powder is added to the 1000 liter of the waters, and which is allowed to stand for several hours. They produce the hypochlorous acid and nascent oxygens, and they act as a powerful germicides. Germicide means to kill the bacteria, as above the reactions. The chemical formula of the bleaching powder, that is a CaOCl2. That CaOCl2 react with the H2O, they produce the CaOH twice plus Cl2, that is called as chlorine gas is produced after the addition of the bleaching powder in that water. That chlorine again react with the waters to form the HOCls and plus HCl, that HOCls again decompose to produce the HCl plus O, that is nascent oxygens has ability to kill the bacteria, that is called as a germicides. Okay, now let's know the third type, that is known as by using the chloramines, that is ClNH2. This ClNH2 is prepared by chlorine and ammonia in the ratio of 2:1. And these chloramines, that is quite stable and commonly used in the form of the tablets forms, and they are produce the hypochlorous acids, and that hypochlorous acid again break down to produce the nascent oxygens. And these types of the chlorinations produce the good taste to the waters. They are commonly used in militaries peoples. Next is known as ozonations. This is one of the most effective method of sterilization of water, and the formula of the ozone is O3. It is generally unstable. It decomposes into the molecular oxygen and nascent oxygens. That nascent oxygens is very effective to kill the all different types of germs and bacteria. Next, the aeration and ultraviolent rays or radiations are used as a sterilization of drinking waters. Aeration is a process of spraying the water in the form of fine drops in the atmospheres, that is called as aerations. With the help of this is one of the modern methods used for purification of water for the municipal corporations. And last one is known as ultraviolent radiations. The invisible ultraviolet rays are very effective in killing the all types of the bacteria. This method widely used for disinfections of swimming pool water because it does not require any types of chemical that mix with the water. In this method, ultraviolet rays from the mercury lamps or any quartz globes are simply focused on the flowing waters. However, this method is very costly, cannot be used for municipal water supply. Thank you. In such way that we have to study the different water treatment process. Okay, thank you.